What is going on, my music-loving friends? It is a great day for playing some loud blues and rock guitar playing. Am I right? Can I get some respect? Cannonball Shuffle. Now, this is an awesome instrumental. I love teaching this by the great Robben Ford. Robben is an awesome blues rock guitar player. And if you aren't familiar with Robben Ford's playing, you really ought to be. So you need to go check out his material. Now, Robben came from much more of a jazz guitar playing background, playing behind a lot of artists in the 70s. And so he brings that jazz element into his blues guitar playing. Now, he's really a blues guitar player at heart and a big fan of Freddie King, as am I. So Freddie was affectionately known as the Texas Cannonball. You see where we're going here? Cannonball Shuffle. This song was written as a tribute to the great Freddie King. So it's an awesome up-tempo shuffle in the key of A, and I'm going to just teach you the intro and the verse and the bridge, the rhythm today. We'll look at the lead in another lesson because that's going to take a whole nother video. All right, my friends, y'all come in here close and let me show you how to do it. Okay, y'all, welcome to Cannonball Shuffle. Like I said, we are in the key of A, so we're up here at the 5th fret. That's our main box, okay? Now, this is just a simple 1-4-5 blues shuffle, right? So A, E, and D. And we are just building it off this basic Jimmy Reed shuffle rhythm. So A, right, E, and down here, D. That's our foundation. Now, the song comes in on the turnaround, meaning it comes in on E, then it goes to D, and then it goes to A, okay, and turns back around. Then we start a full verse. So let me give you an idea of the rhythm. If I count it off like this, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I'm doing it twice here at E. Just those 2 strings. Drop down to D twice. And I'm going to A, and it's kind of like 2.5 because I'm going to go. Kind of break on that A and then immediately go up to the E, the 5, turn around back to the 5 and go. So. That's our intro, and then I would immediately start a full verse on A. 3, 4. So 8 times, 8 rounds of that. Drop down to D. 4 times, back to A 4 times. And now we go to that turnaround again. E twice, D twice, and then back to A 2.5. And all of that adds up to give us a 12-bar blues. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. A 12-bar blues is all this is. Okay, so that's the foundation of our rhythm, at least for the verses, okay? Now, the lead comes in playing over E. So when we come in, I'm going to be playing a lick around an open E7 chord, okay? Kind of just like in my first position of E, all right? Now watch this riff. All right, so I'm going to bend on my middle finger here, the 3rd string, kind of a Hendrix, right? But we're going to go. So I bend up, down, and then I pull it off. I only pick this once. go up to the root note, and stay down while these two strings ring out open. Now make sure you get that pull off here. Pull off to the open G string. 2, 3, 4, and then here's my next lick. All right, so you can see this is a Freddie King lick, very common. I'm playing in the 5th box for the key of A. So if here's my first box. Here's my 5th box on the back side. And then I'm going to even go into this 4th box for A down here open. Now, of course, this is all minor pentatonic. All right. So this lick, I'm going to start on the 2nd string, ring finger, 3rd fret, and I'm going to slide, drop my 1st finger down, and allow them to ring out together. Don't play them separate. Now I'm going to immediately pick this note again and slide backwards. Okay, so you see I slide back, and then I go to this note. Now you can pick that, that's fine. I think he's probably pulling it off, which is a little trickier. He's just picking it once and going. You see what I'm doing there? I'm just picking it here and then pulling off. So either way, pick it or pull it off. Go to the middle finger, 3rd string, and right back to your ring finger, 2nd string. Right back to this note, and then 2nd string here, I'm going to give a little bend. Back to this note. That's the lick. Has a real smooth phrasing to it, okay? Now, when I finish that, I'm going to immediately come in with this old standard kind of Robert Johnson turnaround. All right, you've heard this lick a million times in hits such as LaGrange, Jesus Done Left Chicago, and others. All right, so anyways, here's A again. I'm on the back side in that 5th box, and this is how I play it. I put my pinky on the 1st string, ring finger on the 4th string. Okay, and he's going to pick. Now you can either pick with the pick or you can hybrid pick this. Watch what I'm doing. Those are separate. Switch to my middle finger. Pinky stays where it is. And these are plucked together. So really you're going to have to hybrid pick. Pluck. Alternate, go back to these. And then this one together, pluck. So it sounds like. Now that's where I turn right back around to E, so I'm going to do a lick here over my E7, see? Hammer my 1st finger onto the 3rd string, 1st fret. Let the 1st string ring out while it's down. And then switch over to my ring finger on this 2nd string, which is the 7th note. So you can see the notes of an E7 there. Okay? All right, that's my full intro. Listen to this. I'm going to do it slow. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Now, once again, notice that the lead guitar comes in ahead of the band, okay? We come in on 1, 2, 3. Okay, we come in like the 3 and, okay? Once again, let me do it a little faster. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. All right. right, that's the intro. Now we're into the verse, okay? So we're up here in A, first position. And it's pretty basic notes to it, but the way he plays it is kind of unique. He's getting the open E string, okay? So watch this lick. I'm right here in my first box. Ring finger, second string, and I'm going to slide into the second box. But while I do that, I need to be arched way up, real vertical, so I can get the open E ringing out. You hear that? You really want it to ring out. Okay. Now the first time he just goes, and this is the fingering I use. Back to the root note, first finger. Ring finger, I'm going to get those two notes here. So I'm still getting the open E open. So I go. Now I jump back here. And then I'm kind of getting this double stop with the 7. Okay, watch this. All right, let's talk about that real quick. So we did this. Now when I come here, slight bend, and back and forth. Now I'm going to bar the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And I'm going to hammer just my middle finger on the 3rd string, so it needs to be arched up. It's a little partial 7th chord. All right, check it out. Now the phrasing, da, 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 da. Two, three, four, okay? Now, from now on, he's gonna start that riff by hitting the root note. Okay, so that's how he answers it. All that's the same, and then here. You hear that? All right, so first riff. 2, 3. 2, 3, and now it's going to start the same. But watch this. I come back on the root note. So kind of funny fingering using your first finger, but that's what makes sense here. I'm going to hit the root note and then drop down to these double stops. And you can give a little bend there at the end. So 2, 3. There's our little lick here. First string, slight bend. Roll up the 1st to 2nd. And then 3rd string. The slight bend there. And that takes me right into back to the first lick, okay? Now is where we get into the turnaround, going to the 5. Okay, watch this. Start on the root note and then go to the 3rd string. Bend, and then go to the 5th here. Right back to the 3rd string, we're going to do an up, down, bend. Actually, he's going to pick both sides. And that's a pull off, actually. Bend and then pull off back to your first finger. Root note, and roll up to the 5th. All right, check this out. And then we kind of answer it by going to the 4. All right, so that's very similar. Watch. Bend, up, down, pull off, root note, but then go to the 4th here. And then I'm going to swing my ring finger over here, 5th string, and I'm going to slide out into this second box, do this little 7th lick. It's a common lick. Freddie King, Stevie Ray plays a lot. So I'm going. It's a combination major and minor. I'm sliding just one step to the 6th, and then I'm going. Okay. Here's this whole turnaround lick. Now you'll notice there's kind of a funny phrasing there. He kind of holds, kind of emphasizes that. And then he turns around and goes right to this ending lick. Same lick from the intro, okay? Great, okay, so once again. Now I immediately repeat the verse, so let's do that a little faster. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. All right, so there at the second verse, end of the second verse, that's where we go to the bridge. Now the bridge is played over D. And I'm playing down in this position. Okay, watch this riff. Just remember this triangle shape. Watch this. All right, so always notice this slight bend here. That's the major third. Actually, it's the flat third, and we're slightly bending it every time. That's a good rule for playing blues and rock. All right, so. Then we answer it. So we go to that open E there. Push the beat and turn right back around into it. All right, listen to this. Now we're going to jump up into our box and answer it up here with this little double note lick. All right, so first and second string are barred here, and I'm going to hammer only my ring finger on the second string on this major note. 3 times in a row. And then I'm going to kind of walk up. All right? Ba 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 ba. It's quick, okay? So I push the beat and turn right back around to that lick here. Okay? Now, however, here, he's kind of doing a descending bass line thing, so he hits the C note. Now, answer it the same as you did earlier. Okay, so after this, right back into it again. And cut it off there. Now we're going to do this turnaround lick. Okay? Kind of like a Stevie Ray, getting that flat 5 there. So I'm on the D string and I'm going to double pick it. Okay, so hammer on and pull off there. Ring finger right here, slight bend, and then open in. And he pushes the beat into it. All right, we're getting close, guys. So let's play that whole bridge again. 2, 3, 4. All right, so right at that point, go right back into a third verse, but it's really a half verse. Check it out. So just those 2 licks, and then we go right to the turnaround. So you see that's a short verse going into the solo, okay? A half verse. All right, so there are 2 verses of rhythm guitar right there while the sax blows his horn, while the sax man blows. All right, so we're just doing basic, you know, Jimmy Reed type shuffle rhythm, but there's some cool things he throws in, okay? So right there, I'm just going to start out with and then I might do this little A7th with my pinky and go. It's a good way to lead us into the D. Back to the A. You can do it again there, okay? And then you could kind of hammer into a E. Back to D. And then A. Now I'm going into a E7 here. Okay. Second verse, what I did is something I've seen him do on this song. Now, he uses this this chord all the way up here, okay? You've seen this. This is the hideaway chord. You've seen SRV use this a lot. Okay, so here's A. Okay, the chord, the easiest way to explain it is like it looks like an F shape here at G, okay? Start out there, put your pinky on the high E string, which would also be the A note. This chord is called an A9, an add 9. Now just pull your first finger back. Okay? That's the third. That's the hideaway chord. Okay, so see what we got going on here? We have the 7th for the key of A. We have the 7th. We have the 2 or the 9, the 3, and the root. So it's a flat 7/9 variation. Okay. Now I like he does this hit like this. And you see him getting that movement on the first finger. Love that sound. So he's going to do a little here. Let's do it again. All right. straight to D. And we can get it here on the back side of D. Back to here. All right, let's just finish it out. All right, so that's where the solo takes place. We'll learn that on another video. I just want to take you out of the solo. He comes right back into that bridge. And now we're into the final verse, okay, which just starts the same. 2, 3. Now he's going to repeat this here. Check it out. At the end of that, just do a little A there, or just pause. Because it stays on A. Now let's repeat it. Now he's going to push the beat and go right into it. All right, let's look at that real quick. I'll say, so he's going to repeat this. And straight to this 7th right here. This little 7th lick. Middle finger, 3rd finger. Slight bend. Roll the 1st to 2nd string. 3rd string, I'm going to start here sharp and pull back. And roll up to the root. And now hammer. Those major notes there. Drop your 1st finger on the 1st string and bend this up a 1/2 step bend. Bend it up 1/2 step and come back. 3rd string. Pull off here and slide back. Slight bend to the low A. All right, check it out, guys. All right, once again, so it's and then you could hit an A7. Woo! All right, that's it, guys. So only other thing I'll mention is once you get the timing down on the main riff, you might want to drop a little pieces of the rhythm. Watch my video in the beginning to see how much you can fit in. Like. Just dropping that little bit of rhythm in there is going to make it sound badass, especially if you're playing by yourself. All right. I hope you had fun working on that. Please try to pull it up with the original track or a backing track you can find on YouTube or online, and try to play along with it. Get that timing, that phrasing up to speed. I guarantee you it's a blast to play. Even if you don't learn the solo, you can just jam over that section. All right, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please, please, please do so. Hit the bell icon so you can get an email notification from me every time I put out a badass video like this. Leave me some comments, leave me some suggestions, and I will see all you guys soon.